Okay, we're back. So I hope that video made sense and kind of described to you some ways that these essential oils are actually working in your body. I emailed, hopefully everyone, a sheet that you can print off that will have a bunch of oil names on it, and you can use that to take notes. I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to use the oils and what each oil can be used for, so you can take notes on that sheet if you'd like to. First, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the way oils can be used. There's three main ways. The first I'm going to talk about is topical use. So if I say topical, that means putting it on your body, on your skin. And there's a couple ways we do that. First of all, you can use it what's called neat. That means just taking the oil from the bottle and rubbing it on your skin. Another way is to use a carrier oil. A carrier oil is a fatty vegetable oil like coconut oil, olive oil, almond oil, grapeseed oil. Any of those oils work great. And you can mix a drop of the essential oil with a drop or 2 drops or 5 drops of the vegetable oil and rub that on your skin. It makes your oil go a little farther, and it also helps with absorption, so the essential oil doesn't evaporate so quickly and it absorbs more into your skin, which is what we're going for. So some people call that diluting, which is kind of a misleading word, and other people call that just using a carrier oil. So there's a couple ways we can do that. First of all, I have these roll-ons. So this is one, it has the oil called Stress Away in it, and it's been diluted in a carrier oil, and so there's a little roll-on on the lid. I love this oil. It smells like something I want to eat, citrus and vanilla. And I just roll a little bit on my wrists, on that point there, and it goes right into my bloodstream, absorbs into my skin, and makes my stress disappear. I'll talk more about the oil, but that's one way that you can apply an oil topically, is using a little roll-on like this with essential oil in it. Another way is to make creams. A lot of people use coconut oil to make a cream that can be applied. So this one is Pain Cream. You can't see it, but it has Panaway, Valor, lemongrass, and peppermint. So I'll talk about those oils in a bit. But you just mix them up with some coconut oil and then apply it where you need it. So that's another way to use oils topically. So you can use it neat, you can use it with a carrier oil, in a cream, or in a little liquid roll-on. So any of those are totally fine. If you have kids, then definitely dilute the oils even more. Some oils are considered hot oils, like peppermint, oregano. Those oils are considered hot, so you definitely want to dilute those even more for your children. As much as 30 drops of vegetable oil to 1 drop of essential oil. Their skin can be sensitive to it. And especially when you're starting out in essential oils, you don't want to use too much too quickly and overload your body. They detox your body, as you heard in the last video. They're cleaning up your cells, and so using too many at once can kind of cause some rashes, skin problems, things like that. So using carrier oils will help ease your way into using essential oils. The second way we can use essential oils is ingesting them. Again, read the bottles. I'm going to show you real quick the label. So here on this bottle, here's the label, and I know it's backwards for you, so you can't really see what it says. But it gives instructions for dietary supplement, topical use, and aromatic use. That means this oil, lemon, is safe to be ingested, it's safe to be used topically, and it's safe to be diffused aromatically. Some oils, like this one, it's called Panaway. It has a child safety cap on it. But on the back, it only has directions for using it on the skin. So this one is not safe to ingest. If it was safe to ingest, it would have information about being a dietary supplement. All of them that are dietary supplements also have on their labels, they have this information. It's like a nutritional label. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. So if you can take it as a dietary supplement, it will have that label. This is a big difference between Young Living essential oils and essential oils you can buy at the grocery store. I would say 100% of the oils at the grocery store will say not safe to ingest. That's because those oils have been cut with either carrier oils or synthetics. They don't go to the extent that Young Living does to ensure that their oils are pure and to ensure that they are safe. Young Living goes way above and beyond any other essential oil company that I've ever heard of as far as determining safety and purity. So while Young Living oils are safe to ingest, most of them, other essential oils are not. And I've done it and it made me sick. So please do not ingest other essential oils. Sorry, back to topic. There's a couple ways we can ingest these oils. The first one is a capsule. So this is what a capsule looks like. It's like a regular pill, except these are empty and you can open them. I never knew these existed until I got into essential oils. But you can buy these. I got these at Whole Foods. You can buy them also from Young Living. They're cheap. But you can put a few drops of your essential oil in here, then put your carrier oil in if you want, close it up, and then take it just like a regular pill. The other way is you can just put a few drops in your water bottle. People do this a lot of times with citrus oils or oils that taste good. They just want to add a little flavor to their water, and it's detoxing your body at the same time. The problem is you need to make sure you have a glass water bottle. Because essential oils are always pulling out toxins, you want something pure. So be sure to get a glass water bottle. You can get them at Target. You can get them anywhere. You can use a mason jar if you want to. I got this one at Costco, and they were like 2 for $20, so cheap. But always be sure to use a glass water bottle when you're drinking essential oils that way. You can also put a drop or two in milk for your kid, or you can even just put a drop or two in honey. A lot of people do that for their children. So if they can't swallow a big capsule like this, they'll just put a couple drops of essential oils and honey and let their kid take it that way. So the third way is aromatic use or diffusing. Diffusing, I guess, is a little misleading because really you can take the bottle and smell right out of the bottle. It smells so good. And smelling it out of the bottle even will help you. You don't even have to have a diffuser. But if you want, this diffuser comes with the premium starter kit for Young Living. There'll be different colors. They have a green one, a purple one, a pink one, and this blue one. So they'll be all different colors, but they all work the same. How it works is you take off this part. There's a little ceramic area right inside here. You fill the water up to the line. There's a line that says max. Use distilled water, fill it up, pour in just a couple drops of your favorite essential oil, and cover this back up and press the power button. What this does is several things. First of all, it turns your essential oil into a mist. So it goes into the air. It can kill germs. It also puts the scent out, so if you're using something like a citrus scent that's really lifts your mood and is energizing, you'll get that scent. If you're using it for sleeping, which we do every night, I put in lavender or cedar wood or one of those oils that will help you sleep, and I diffuse it at night while we're trying to go to bed. It's also a good way to use essential oils around children if you don't want to rub it on the children. So, for example, if you're a nanny or if you have a little baby and you don't necessarily want to rub oils on your child, but you want them to get the benefit, then you can diffuse around them, and you can have a lot of benefit through that. This diffuser is also an air purifier, so it's going to kill germs in the air, and it's also a humidifier. So it's great, again, for sleeping because it puts a little moisture in the air and keeps your sinuses and everything from drying out. Yeah, so those are the three main ways: diffusing, ingesting, and topical use that you can use essential oils. So now that we've covered that, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the different oils. So the oils I'm covering today come in the premium starter kit from Young Living. I totally recommend the kit because you get 11 oils plus that diffuser that I showed you, plus some other samples of other products and a lot of information. So it's an amazing deal because it's $150 for all those 11 oils, which would otherwise, if you wanted the 11 oils plus the diffuser, is going to cost you about twice that. And so it's a really amazing deal, and it's a perfect way to kind of dip your toe in the pool of essential oils and try it out before investing any more money. So the first oil I'm going to talk to you about is lemon. This is my replacement. This did not come in the kit because the kit oils are smaller. They're this size bottle. This is the replacement because lemon was my first oil that I ran out of. I put it with everything. I love using it in the diffuser because it's really energizing. I put it in my face wash, or not my face wash, my face moisturizer to help fade scars and reduce wrinkles. Not that I have any wrinkles. But it was my very first oil from the kit to run out of. And I was like, what am I going to do without lemon? It's anti-tumoral, which means it fights tumors. It's antiseptic, antibacterial, and antidepressant. Vaporizing lemon oil can kill so many terrible, terrible bacteria. It can kill meningitis bacteria, typhoid, staph, pneumonia, diphtheria, tuberculosis, and that's just from diffusing it. That's not even from applying it topically. So it's a major germ killer. It's also an immune stimulant, so it boosts your white blood cell production in your body. It reduces wrinkles and acne. That's another reason why I use it in my moisturizer every day. And it helps fight tumor growth because it's rich in limonene, which is in all the citrus oils, and it's been studied extensively for its ability to combat tumors. Lemon oil, another little trick, is like Goo Gone on crack. It's awesome. If you ever have anything that leaves a sticky goo behind, literally like one drop of lemon oil and it will rub right off. It's like perfect for that. It's also energizing. If you diffuse this with peppermint oil, then it can kind of lift your spirit and give you some energy for the day. So I do that sometimes when we're waking up in the morning. So that's lemon oil. The next oil I'm going to talk about is peppermint. This is probably my favorite oil. Like I told you before, I got started in essential oils because of peppermint oil. It helped me with my digestive problems like in a second. It's anti-inflammatory, it's antibacterial, it's antiviral, it's a digestive stimulant, and it's also a pain reliever and an appetite suppressant. So you can use it for respiratory issues. Surafel and I were actually traveling, and he was having a hard time breathing, but he had forgotten his inhaler. So it stressed me out. But I took some peppermint oil and rubbed it on his chest, and he ended up being fine. He fell asleep and was fine the next morning. So it can be great for those. A lot of people use it for headaches. You can rub it on your temples and across your forehead, the back of your neck, and wherever it hurts, really. You might want to dilute this oil. It's one of the hot oils. It kind of gives you that icy hot feeling when you put it on your skin. So a lot of people recommend diluting it with a carrier oil so it doesn't burn your skin. And especially with children, absolutely always dilute peppermint oil with kids. There's a small possibility also that peppermint oil can irritate the respiratory tract in little children. So be careful about how you use it on their chests if you have a little kid. But yeah, another way that you can use peppermint oil is if you have the stomach bug, you can rub it on your stomach. You can even just smell it right out of the bottle. It smells so refreshing, so crisp and great. And it really helps take away your nausea. So if you're struggling with nausea, you can smell it right out of the bottle. If you have heartburn, you can rub it on your sternum, right where the heartburn is. Or you can take one drop in your mouth and just swallow it. That can also help fighting heartburn. If you have little kids and you have a fever, you can put it under their arms, and it can help give them that cooling feeling. It can also actually bring the fever down a few degrees if it's getting really quite high and you want to bring it down a couple degrees to somewhere you're more comfortable. You can put it under their arms. You can also put it on a cool cloth and lay the cloth over their forehead. So those are a few ways that peppermint oil is wonderful, and I always absolutely recommend it to anybody with digestive problems. Alright, the next oil I'm going to talk to you about is lavender. This is one of the oils that is nearly everybody's favorite. It smells lovely, it's relaxing, and it's super, super versatile. I had no idea. I knew lavender oil relaxed you and people use it for sleep. I had no idea all the other amazing uses that you can get if you have therapeutic grade oils. They call it sometimes the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it's so versatile. So it's antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, it's a relaxant, it helps with sleep, it can help you with menstrual cramps. Just rub it on your area and it can help those cramps go away. It also is great for congestion. A lot of people use it down the bridge of their nose. If they're congested, you could also put a drop on a Q-tip and put the Q-tip right up inside the very bottom of your nostrils, and that can help clear out all of the goo in your sinuses. Sorry, is that graphic? Goo. Anyway, it can help you with your congestion. It can also help with scarring and stretch marks and skin issues of all kinds. So if you have any psoriasis, eczema, even bruises, burns, I've seen some amazing, amazing pictures that people have had of their hands being completely burnt. They put lavender oil on it and the next day it's like totally healthy, like nothing ever happened. It's crazy. So any skin issue, diaper rash, cuts, you don't even need Neosporin anymore, just put lavender oil on it and it will really help. It's a really gentle oil, so even on kids you can pretty much use it straight out of the bottle. On babies they recommend diluting it, of course, but it's really gentle. It's not probably ever going to burn or sting you. For relaxing and for sleep, I put it in sleep cream that we rub on our feet every night. Sometimes I diffuse it at night before we go to bed, but you can also just spray it on your pillows or put it on your hands and rub your hands on your pillows, your sheets, everything to kind of get that lavender relaxing smell. You can also put 1 drop of lavender oil in your mascara bottle and it can help your eyelashes grow, become longer and thicker, and it's supposed to be really great in your mascara too, making it like new. So those are just a few of the many ways that you can use lavender oil. So the next oil I'm going to talk about is frankincense. This, a lot of you I'm sure have heard about it because it was given to little baby Jesus when he was born. But the reason it was given to Jesus is because it was used to cure literally every illness that they knew of, and it was more valuable than gold. It's an immunostimulant, it's anti-tumoral, it's an antidepressant, and it's a muscle relaxant. So it stimulates, how it works is it stimulates the limbic system in the brain, which contains your memory, and it contains your memory and your emotions. And it also stimulates your hypothalamus, which produces different hormones, including growth hormone, thyroid hormones. So it really can help with things like PTSD for people that are struggling with emotional issues. For me, it helps with headaches. So I can take 1 drop. Let me show you what this looks like. It has a little dropper on it. So I can take 1 drop out and put it on my thumb and then hold my thumb to the roof of my mouth. I'm just like I'm sucking my thumb basically. And it helped my headache. I don't know exactly how that happens, except that the nerves in the roof of your mouth are very close to your brain. And so holding things to the roof of your mouth can really help when you have a headache. So that worked for me. It's great for skin issues like psoriasis and eczema. I also use it in my moisturizer that I use every day because it's great for new cell development. So it helps kind of keep your skin looking young and clear. It's also part of the cancer protocol, which I can send to anybody who has questions about that. But essential oils can be used to help fight cancer, which is pretty incredible. So frankincense and orange are often recommended because it is so anti-tumoral. So yeah, so that's about frankincense, and I'm sure that there's like a bajillion other uses for it because it's literally incredible. It's like a miracle worker oil. So those 4 oils that I covered already are the 4 single oils that you get in the premium starter kit. The rest of the oils that you get are all blends, so they have more than one oil in them. So the first one is Thieves. Thieves oil has clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary. The legend behind Thieves is that during the plague in France in the 15th century, I believe, don't quiz me on my history, there were 4 thieves going around stealing things from dead bodies and from dying people, and they weren't getting sick because they were protecting themselves with oils and herbs. So when they got caught by the police, they gave their recipe up in order to keep their freedom. So they used this blend of oils and herbs to help protect themselves from the plague. So Weber State University in Utah did a study on Thieves oil and using it in a diffuser and what effect it would have on germs in the air. So after diffusing it for 20 minutes, they discovered that Thieves killed over 99% of airborne bacteria. So that, to me, is incredible, that just by diffusing it, it kills 99% of airborne bacteria. So it's a major, major germ killer. Some people use it every day just to boost their immune system. They'll put it on the bottoms of their feet, or for their children, the same thing, and just literally use it every day to help prevent illness. It's antibacterial, antiseptic, antiviral. So if people are sick, you can rub it on the bottom of your feet. You can also rub it along your throat and behind your ears, kind of down along your glands here, and that can help you feel better. You can also put it in what we call Thieves tea, which is basically hot water mixed with honey and a drop of Thieves and a drop of lemon, or 2 drops of each, and just drink that like tea, and it will really help with the sore throat. Clove, which is the #1 oil in Thieves, really helps with numbing. It's literally numbs, like if you go to the doctor, or the dentist, I'm sorry, and you're getting a cavity, that's how well it numbs you. So it can really help with the sore throats. So you can either drink it in the Thieves tea, or you can even just kind of gargle with a little bit of water and a drop of Thieves, and it will help your sore throat. It also helps with toothaches or teething babies because it also numbs. So if you have a baby that's teething, mix it for sure with the carrier oil, rub it on their gums wherever it's hurting, and it will numb their gums and should feel better. My husband has used this on a toothache before and he hasn't complained since. So not only is it numbing, but it's also killing those germs that are causing the toothache. So those are some of the ways that you can use Thieves. The next oil I'm going to talk about is Purification. This is one of my favorite oils. To me, it smells kind of like ginger and citrus. It doesn't have any ginger in it, but it just kind of has that spicy smell like ginger. It has citronella in it, lemongrass, lavender, rosemary, sorry, I struggle with saying this, it's tea tree oil, but it's called Melaleuca. There you go, I got it. Melaleuca and myrtle. So those are the oils that are in here. It's antibacterial and it kills impurities. It really helps with like stinky laundry if you accidentally left your laundry in the washer too long. Just add a couple drops on a like a wet washcloth or something, throw it in the dryer with your clothes, and it'll get rid of that musty smell. I use it in the kitchen a lot if I'm cooking fish, or if my husband cooks Ethiopian food. I'll run the diffuser in the kitchen with Purification in it after we eat, so it kind of gets rid of that smelly food smell. You can use it in stinky shoes. Any of you with husbands or teenage boys or yourself, put it on a cotton ball and put the cotton ball in your shoe, and it'll help get rid of that stinky shoe smell. It also, since it pulls out impurities, it can help fight acne. So I also use this in my daily face moisturizer to help fight acne. It's working pretty well, as you can see. Not looking too shabby these days. And it also helps with bug bites. If something's itching, then just put some purification on it. It can sting, so I don't recommend putting it on like cuts, but bug bites, you can use that. You can also add it to homemade bug repellent, since it has citronella in it, it helps repel bugs. You can also use it, one last way, in ear infections. So never ever put oils in your ear. But what you can do is mix it with a carrier oil in a little glass bowl, dip a cotton ball in there, and put the cotton ball just right here on the outside of your ear. It can help clear up your ear infections, so that's awesome. Especially if you have kids. The next oil I'm going to talk about is Joy. This oil I had really mixed feelings about when I first got my kit. It has a really strong floral smell because it includes rose oil, bergamot, which is like a citrus oil, mandarin, ylang-ylang, lemon, geranium, jasmine, palmarosa, Roman chamomile, and rosewood. So all those flowers in there make it smell really floral, and I thought it was too heavy and too much when I first got it. But then I opened it the other day, and I really kind of like the smell now. So yeah, if you don't like an oil right away, give it some time, because these little oils really grow on you. But people use it a lot to help reducing grief and depression. It just gives you a sense of well-being and balance. So if it is too much, if it smells too floral to you, you can mix it with a citrus oil like lemon or orange, and that really helps with the smell. And citrus oils also help uplift your spirit, and so that's a great combination. But what a lot of people do if they're dealing with grief or disappointment, sadness, is just to rub a little bit of the Joy over your heart. And it sounds stupid, but I swear to you it works. It just really lifts your spirits and makes everything kind of feel balanced and okay again. So yeah, try it out. See how you like it. The next oil is Valor. People go crazy for this oil, literally. It's been out of stock for a long time because Young Living is experiencing huge amounts of growth this year. And people are literally like, want the black market to sell Valor so they can get their hands on some. But it is still in the kit, so you can't buy this currently just for a bottle, but you can buy it in the kit. It still comes in the kit. This includes rosewood, blue tansy, frankincense, and spruce. And I can't really describe the smell. It's kind of fruity to me, but also kind of woodsy. But it's nice. It's really nice smell. It helps people instill courage and confidence and self-esteem, which sounds kind of bizarre, but people really use it a lot for PTSD, anxiety issues, ADD in children. There's this one woman that is using it to help her husband with PTSD and has had incredible success. He used to have panic attacks whenever he was in a crowd or around people at all, and he's been able to rub some on the back of his neck, and it really makes him feel more comfortable and less panicked. So if you know anyone that's struggling with anxiety, panic, any of that, then I would definitely recommend Valor for them. What I use it for is for my jaw. I grit my teeth at night when I sleep, and so I wake up with a sore jaw sometimes. I put some Valor on it right here on the joint, and it like literally loosened my jaw, kind of. I just felt like this. Almost immediately. So it's really helped me with that. I just put it on every night. I have a little roller like this of it, and I just put it on my jaws every night before bed. Some people also use it on for snoring, and they just rub it on the big toe, and it helps their husbands or whoever not snore. So I haven't tried that, but everybody says it works. So there you go. Alright, the next oil is Panaway. I mentioned it before. It's the one that's not safe to ingest. It has wintergreen in it, which our bodies cannot metabolize properly, and so anything with wintergreen in it, you can't take it and you can't ingest it. That's why it also has a child-safe cap on it, so if you have kids, then hopefully they won't be able to accidentally drink it. But it has helichrysum in it, wintergreen, clove, and peppermint. So those are all major painkillers. Wintergreen has the same thing in it that Tylenol and aspirin have to kill pain. So it reduces pain and inflammation. It can help increase circulation and accelerate healing. It also can relieve swelling from arthritis or cramps, bumps and bruises, or muscle soreness. You can use this one again on menstrual cramps. Rub it on your region and it will take your cramps away. People use this for headaches a lot, and they'll use this on their forehead and on your temples and then rub peppermint over it. Just kind of gives that cooling, tingling sensation, and the Panaway helps take away the pain. You can also use it for back pain. My husband was in a car accident a few years ago and has a lot of back problems, so that's why I made this pain cream, is for him to rub on his back. And I also made an arthritis cream for my mom to use on her hands and her knees, and it literally worked in one day. I gave it to her. She was a skeptic. I kind of was still a skeptic at this point because I didn't know if it would work or not. I gave her the pain cream. She put it on her hands at night. She was having a lot of trouble in her thumb, so she couldn't grip anything. She couldn't open bottles or jars, and if it was really bad, she couldn't even like hold a mug properly because her thumb hurt so bad. So she rubbed it on at night. The next morning she got up, she rubbed it on in the morning. Later that day she was out in the kitchen cooking or something and opened a jar, and she came to me and she was like, I just opened this jar. I just realized I would have never been able to do that yesterday. And so it made her a believer, and so now she uses it on her knees and on her hands for her arthritis. So the next oil, we just have a couple more, so stick with me. I know this is getting long. Couple more oils. We've got Peace and Calming. This oil has blue tansy, patchouli, tangerine, orange, and lang lang. So this is a really relaxing oil. People use it a lot of times for sleep. It smells kind of citrusy. And they also use it for ADD on their kids. So, or even just tantrums. So if your kid's freaking out, you can just kind of rub some on the bottom of their feet and it'll help them calm down. Again, people use it for sleeping. They'll put it in like cream at night and just rub it on the bottom of their feet or their children's feet. I sent some to a friend of mine and she used it because she was sick and wasn't getting much rest. She put it on her neck, I think, and it helped her fall asleep. So it's really relaxing. And the other thing it can do is help with deep chest coughs. So if you have a really deep cough in your chest and nothing else is really helping, eucalyptus oils, peppermint oils aren't really helping, the Peace and Calming can really kind of calm that down and help you from coughing so much. It can also help reduce depression, anxiety, stress, panic attacks, insomnia. Yeah, so if you struggle with any of those things, then Peace and Calming might be a really great oil for you. This is another oil you could use if you have kids that are kind of crazy. You could diffuse it during the day and see if it helps everybody just kind of stay calm and happy. Alright, last oil. Last, but I promise you, not least. This is my very favorite oil, maybe with peppermint tied. But it's called Stress Away. It's an oil blend. Has copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, ocotillo, and lavender. It smells truly like heaven. It smells like vanilla and citrus. And heaven. So anyway, this is a really relaxing oil. I have this little rollaway I showed you of Stress Away, and I use it in those moments when I'm really frustrated and I hate everybody. I just roll it on my wrist, rub them together, and like a few minutes later, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, I just feel calm. I feel more balanced. I feel like that wasn't such a big deal. I don't need to be upset. and it just really helps calm me. I also discovered one day I was diffusing it for my husband because his back was hurting, and I thought Stress Away might take away some of the tension in his back and help with his pain. So I diffused it, and I fell asleep for an hour and a half. Not my intention. And so since then, I've started using it to diffuse that at night to help us sleep, and it totally does the trick for me. It really helps me go to sleep quickly. It relaxes you. It even helps your blood sugar. Ocotillo helps control blood sugar. A lot of people use it for their diabetes as a single oil, but it's in Stress Away. So when you're all worked up and upset, one of the things it does is help even out your blood sugar so you're not going crazy. Brilliant. It helps with sleep. It also helps with tight muscles, and so if you have tension headaches a lot, you can use it kind of on your shoulders here and up the back of your neck, and it can help take away the tension that's causing that headache. I also use this, remember when I told you about my husband forgetting his inhaler, and I put the peppermint all over his chest. I feel like sometimes when you can't breathe, you start to panic, and that makes the breathing problems even worse. So I also took the Stress Away, and I put that on his wrists, and it helped him calm down, so he didn't have any more breathing problems. So that was a major godsend. It can help with your bad mood, panic, stress. A friend of mine helped a lady that was having a panic attack and used Stress Away, and it helped calm her down. So I know this might sound crazy, all these things I'm telling you, but these oils truly, truly are powerful and wonderful and healing therapeutic oils. So I think, hopefully I've given you a lot of information about each oil. Hopefully you're taking some notes and figuring out what you think sounds good to you, what oils you think could help you with different issues, or your family, your children. And so yeah, those are all of the 11 oils that come in the Premium Starter Kit. So what I want to do now is, I told you a bit about my story about how I got started in oils, but now I want to hear why you're here, what made you curious about oils, what you hope to use oils for, if you want to resolve any issues, or if you just want to be more natural in your lifestyle. I'd really love to hear what you are here for. So this is the little interactive part of the class. So I want you to post, and we can kind of try and go one at a time. Someone can start and just post kind of why they're here, what they want to use the oils for. And then I'm going to really try and help out by suggesting some oils that could work for you to help clear up those issues. So hopefully this will give you an idea of different oils that you could use to help benefit your family and friends and yourself. Alright, so start posting your story, your problems, any of that below, and this will be a little interactive time for us. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy, but this will be an interactive time where we can really learn about even more oils and more uses. Alright, start posting! Thanks guys!